Hi, it's Donna Guest, the Lazy Scrapbooker, and I've got baseball photos to scrapbook. So let's get started on this fast and easy layout that features the border cutting tools and the arch pattern. Here are the tools you'll need to create this layout. Of course, our 12-inch trimmer, and of course, tape runner. We'll also need the border cutting tools, and this is the one released in 2026 that has the arch, which looks like this. We're going to use this side right here. And of course, you'll need a custom cutting system blade. Let's just use the red one. It's got the closest blade to the pattern. And of course, we'll need a cutting mat. And I recommend the Creative Memories 13 by 13 mat. So you have a 12-inch ruler all the way around your page. Here are the papers that we'll need to create this layout. You can use any colors or patterns you want, but you're going to need 2 matching of one sheet and 2 matching of the other. I'm simply using cardstock because I'm doing a baseball layout. And this was on our trip to see the Chicago Cubs, and I just spent more time than I needed to pick out the exact color of red and blue. I hope I got it right. Before we cut, decide which papers are going to be your base and which papers are going to be the center of your layout. I'm going to use the blue as my base page and then the red in the center. So we're going to cut the red. Let's put these aside. Okay, we're going to open our blade. I always have it closed just to be safe because it's very sharp. And we're going to use the arch side. And what you want to do is get the 2 prongs, as you can see, in that track, just like every other piece of the custom cutting system. Same thing. Now, this is where the 13 by 13 mat really comes in handy so that we can make the cuts the same. If you are doing patterned paper, you're going to want to cut this outside and then cut this outside. It doesn't really matter for me because I'm doing cardstock, but I'm going to do it just as if I were doing designer patterned paper because that's what you might be using. All right, so we're going to come over here. We're going to let our 12-inch trimmer do all the measuring for us, and all we want to really do right here is just get this edge off. So just make sure that you have enough room right here. Honestly, if you have the edge of this at the 1 or the 11 down here, you're doing just fine. But I wouldn't make it bigger than that. Okay, that one's perfect. And now we would come over here, and this is important if you have patterned paper to do it this way. So I've got the edge there at that 11 and then the one down here. And when you're doing this, you're just going to hold it steady with your non-dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so I am holding it with my left and cutting it with my right. And I don't let that left hand move until I'm done and the paper comes off. Perfect. Now we're done with that. You can put that tool away and you can put this tool away. Now the trimmer is going to come out. Now the end result that we want is we want 1 1/4 inch going around here. Now I know this would be a lot easier to cut if it were 1 inch, but honestly, I think it looks better at 1 1/4 inch just to give it that little extra space of blue coming out. Even though 1 inch would give you more room for your photos in the middle and it's a lot easier to cut. We're going to do it the hard way because I really think it does look better. All right, so I'll set these aside again. And now we're going to cut our papers. Again, I'm going to consider if these are directional for you. And what we want to do is first, let's bring our little ruler out. And I've got the new trimmer, so I've got the shorter ruler. It doesn't take up much room on my craft space. We want to take off 1 1/4 inch from this side over here, but we already took off a lot. So instead of cutting 1 1/4 inch off this side over here, that would be way too much. We only want to line up the top edge, not this arch, but the top edge up here at the left at the 10 3/4, because if you see, 1 more quarter is at 11 and 1 is at 12. So we're lining it up at 10 3/4. Let me zoom in on that so you can see. And so yours may be different, but I'm cutting off like just over 1/4 inch. I should have saved that. That's a good little strip. And we're going to do the same thing over here, lining it up at 10 3/4, right? 1/4 before we get to the 11. And we're cutting off another little strip. So those should be matching. That looks good. Matchy, matchy. Okay, now we're going to cut off 1 1/4 inch up here and 1 1/4 inch up here. I know that's 2.5 inches, but we can't just cut off 2.5 inches up here because it's going to be off center and our arch is not going to look right. So let's just put this over here. I've got my arch down here at the bottom, and we're going to go over here to 1 1/4 inch. This is not hard. This is not hard at all. All right, let's flip it and do this other side. 1¼ inch. These are big enough. I may save these. And now we're going to do the same thing over here. Remember, our arch is at the bottom so that we can line this up here at the top. 1¼ inch. Flip it like a pancake and 1¼ inch over here. Now we're done with our trimmer until we want to make photo mats, but that's up to you. So now we're going to attach this and make our beautiful frame with whatever papers you have chosen to use. I have got a Chicago Cubs theme going here. But if you use directional paper, just remember, to apply it correctly. So when I'm applying this, it should be centered, and this is why the 13 by 13 mat is so helpful. It should be centered with 1¼ inch up here and 1¼ inch down here. And I've got this coming to 1¼ inch right here. I'm going to repeat the same thing over here, using our mat to guide us. 1¼ inch here, 1¼ down here, making sure it's all the way at the edge. I'm usually not this exact, but I have to be on these. Okay, that's a great background. Now, if I really wanted to be economical, I could have cut space out of these, but I'm not going to bother with that on this. I just wanted to make it quick and easy, and I know a lot of you use top-loading pages. This is super simple. I'm going to at least make that part easy. Now, the only thing left for me to do is fill this up with my photos and my journaling. I think my white collegiate letters are going to be the perfect choice for this page. They're so sporty. I was up for 1 minute, and he took my chair. And done. And I love how this turned out. It's super simple with the focus definitely on these photos. I didn't have to mat any of them, saving me lots of paper and a lot of weight in my album. I simply used it as a built-in photo mat by leaving 1/8 margin around everything. And of course, I had to crop my photos a bit to fit, but it all worked out. I ended up putting my title on the right-hand side just so the photos would fit in somewhat of a chronological order. A little bit of journaling, a couple of embellishments, and it's done. I hope you have so much fun creating this layout. I've got instructions available on my online store. I'll put the link in the description of this video.